Hey, set your mind right now. Nothing before this matters. We came here with everything still on the line. Everything you wanted in the offseason is still out in front of us. What would you give for that moment right now? Let's go, man.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, what is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex. I am back with yet another video for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the latest news that's been going on with the team. Before I get started on that though, anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, let's jump right into it. So as we all know, Deebo Samuel, has requested a trade, and I love how Derek Carr basically came out and immediately, shunned all that shit of Deebo Samuel's, potentially coming to the Raiders, because there's no way in hell Deebo Samuel's would come to this team. I mean, we are fine at the offensive skill positions. We just need to focus on other things, in my opinion, and honestly, it's just not realistic. This guy's going to want, a lot of money, probably 25 million plus. And, Derek Carr basically made a tweet saying like, wow, he's pretty surprised that Deebo is, requesting a trade. He does everything. Some people were replying saying that, oh, Derek Carr, is going to Dave Ziegler trying to get him to bring in Deebo Samuel, and like I said, Derek Carr immediately shut that shit down and says no, use that money for Hunter Renfrow. And I love that because Hunter Renfrow is definitely a priority for this team now. Everybody, the core guys already got their money, their extensions. Max Crosby, Derek Carr. Now the person that is left is Hunter Renfrow. It'll be interesting to see when we extend Hunter Renfrow. Hopefully here soon, because Hunter Renfrow is definitely a player I want us to keep him for years to come. He has been our most reliable wide receiver. He's a hard motherfucker to stop. He's a sneaky good wide receiver, and he's very underrated in this league. Also, another thing that I wanted to touch on is, once again, Darren Waller's name has been popping up. That is because Vic Tafur, Raiders beat writer, came out. He made an article basically saying how he thinks that after the 2022 season, there's a good chance that Darren Waller, will not be with the Raiders anymore. They'll probably part ways. They might trade him, whatever the case may be. And look, this is something I touched on my previous, Darren Waller video. And basically the whole thought process was, look, so I think Darren Waller will be with this team next year, but I anticipate that he's going to have a hell of a season. He's going to have, 1,000 yards plus, maybe 10 plus touchdowns. Basically, he's going to have, potentially a career year for him. And that's going to be good for us, right? We're going to get a lot of production. Our offense should be booming. But the one issue, the future issue that's going to happen with that is Darren Waller. He's going to want to re-up his contract, because currently we have him at a very good price. I think it's about $7 million per year. And essentially Darren Waller is underpaid, for the production that he has been giving us at the tight end positions. So if Darren Waller, next season, if he has a great season, if he balls out, I think he's going to hold out for more money. And at that point, that's when things are going to get tricky. It's going to be hard to manage the cap salary. Look, is it possible? Yes. Maybe Ziegler can find a way to extend Hunter Renfrow, pay him his money, extend Darren Waller, pay him his money next year. Is there a possibility that he can do that? Sure. But I also just wanted to talk about, if the opportunity, if it came down to it, in a year or so, or in the near future, where we have to choose between paying a Darren Waller, because if we extend him and he has a good season, I believe a guy like Darren Waller is going to want 16 plus million, somewhere in that range. And Hunter Renfrow, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how much he wants. I think with Renfrow, from 12 to 16 million, somewhere in that range is right around where he might be demanding at his position. So if it came down to it, if we didn't have enough money to bring back both players, who would you guys want to keep? Do you guys want to keep Hunter Renfrow or Darren Waller? And for me, this is a very difficult decision, because on the one hand, you got Hunter Renfrow. Like I said earlier, he has been our most reliable wide receiver. The connection that him and Carr have is very special. When usually third down, there's a reason why his nickname is Third and Renfrow. And like I said, he's just been reliable as hell. Also, you got to look into the youth factor. He's a little bit younger than Darren Waller. Darren Waller, I think he's about to be 30 years old. So you have to look into that as well. Darren Waller is going to be a little bit more money. I will say Darren Waller just overall has a better skill set than Hunter Renfrow, and it might be more difficult to replace a guy like Darren Waller than Hunter Renfrow, just because you don't see a lot of tight ends in the league that can basically give you production like a wide receiver, and that's what Darren Waller can do. It's going to be a difficult decision to make, but I think it's going to be something that's going to have to be in the near future. So if I had to choose, I would lean towards Hunter Renfrow, and I'm just going based on just the fact that he's going to cost, I think he's going to cost less than Darren Waller. He's going to be cheaper, and he's the most reliable wide receiver. I want a guy like that. Also, him with that connection with Derek Carr is special. And also in Josh McDaniels' offense, the Patriots with those slot wide receivers, they always, feast. They do very well in the Patriots in the McDaniels' offense. So, Hunter Renfrow, oh my God, I need to see him for years to come with Josh McDaniels. At the end of the day, hopefully, this is a scenario that doesn't have to happen. Hopefully, Dave Ziegler can figure out a way, to get creative with the cap to be able to bring back both players. But like I said, I think what's going to happen is, Renfrow, Waller, Davante Adams, they're all going to be here next season. And Darren Waller is going to have one hell of a season. And after that, he's going to want more money. That's when things are going to get tricky. But as I said, Raider Nation, I think, I'm kind of looking ahead. I understand, but I think it's something that we need to keep, in our minds. This may be a decision that, in the near future has to be made for this team. But overall, Raider Nation, I want to know what you guys know. If it came down to it, where we don't have the money to keep both guys, Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller, who would you guys choose? If it came down to it, let me know in the comments down below. That being said, Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Once again, for anybody that is new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.